She erased on the floor.
Are you on that? You're following her on Instagram?
I might follow her, but I've always wanted to go to Instagram.
Check it out to message. It's going to wish list. We'll stop by our apartment.
I don't live in Wishwick.
Oh. Where do you live in Carson?
But I still live in Brooklyn.
That's a combination of.
No, I live in Upper Town, but we're trying to.
I still get. But she's in Sparrow sometimes.
Okay, are people ready to get started? I guess everybody probably is. Thank you for coming out, everybody. Ha! This is sort of the last hurrah to move on Valentine's Day. So thank you for coming out and sharing your poetry.
Do you know people who worked on there first? Do they have the same name?
Are you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
That's okay. It's okay. Thank you guys for coming out. I guess we'll do everything to read. Thank you all, the amazing poets, for coming out and consecrating the space. We've gathered here today just to have a salon and to cross-pollinate the culture and just create conversation and listen to everybody. And there's a guest book. If anybody signed the guest book, please, pass it around and draw on it. Nikki, Jacob, you can. Sorry. Let's put this here. There you go. Yeah, I'm clumsy. I'm a clumsy person. It's okay. Okay. So I'm gonna read from my diary to start, as usual.
I love that.
I know.
One question, where's Billy Pedro?
I invited him. He said he might come after work. He works on Saturday, so he doesn't.
Friday.
Turn this off. Well,
Yo, Mary's gonna come if Billy Pedro comes.
I think he might be here after. There's people that are still.
I'm gonna tell Mary.
Javier Ruiz is on his way. He's supposed to be here at 10:30. So we still have people coming, but I do want to get started because we have so many amazing poets in this room. And I just want to get everybody up here. I feel like, this is a brick wall and shit. I've always wanted to do this. I've been wanting to do this since I moved in. So thank you, finally, for making a dream come true. And, look at this. There's a brick wall in the fucking apartment. It's like, that is a venue. If you have an exposed brick,
Yes.
that's all you need. You have a mic stand and exposed brick.
Yeah.
And so, thank you guys for making this legit. Who knows? They can't get rid of me. I'm a human being. I'm going to handcuff myself. We can make this a story. I deserve this place. And oh my God, look at this poetry power we're creating. This is John Ashbery's house. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, wow.
That's where John Ashbery lived.
What the fuck?
His ghost is watching us right now.
Is it Louis Bourgeois' house?
There's a
across
lot.
the street too?
What's that? There's a lot of poetry in the area. Bill Kushner lived on 22nd. On the Wallace Stevens lived right down the street, one block on 21st. Edwin Denby and Rudy Burkhardt live a block that way on 21st. So I walk by their loft every time I go to Trader Joe's. The first fucking thing when I moved in is I got this Rudy Burkhardt book with Vincent Katz. It's on the shelf. It's a coffee table book. He talks about scale. He said it took him a couple years of living in Manhattan to sort of be able to assimilate, the scale, the difference in scale, and it was a way of learning how to see in this place, and I felt really lucky to live here. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'm in heaven every second I'm in this fucking apartment. I love it so much. You can't take it away from me, God. You gave it to me because of the pandemic and because of Trump and all the bullshit we had to go through. It was an apology from God, and I accept it. And I have a basketball hoop. But Emil is an artist. He's a talented young painter. He's 6 years old, so he's gonna come back and ruin my life and me be homeless. So if anybody will let me crash with them for any time at all, I might need to fill some holes in the schedule. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to this next phase of my life and being free. I mean, I love all these books, but it does feel like a burden. It just feels like, Jesus Christ. I kind of just want to give them away.
Storage room. Give away.
I can't do it. I can't.
You will regret it.
I can't move them.
Trust me.
Storage room.
Friends on
Trust
free
me.
storage.
Can I take a look?
Well, I mean, any of these on the base of the shelves are things I want to give away or
Yeah.
just get rid of. So take a look at those. And like I said, I got all these poetry magazines if anybody wants those.
Yeah.
So this is also a chapbook launch. And it's sort of an unofficial... Yeah, that's right. This is live from the world. I put this together in sort of a last-minute panic because I'm just trying to do anything I can in this apartment while I'm here. So I literally was just printing books and stapling them like all week. And I typed this up last Friday when it was super cold out. And it's this notebook, basically. So I took things... You probably heard a lot of stuff, maybe, in this book already. If you've seen me read recently. This is all stuff I've read recently. So, check it out. This is the launch. Here it goes. And then all my other books. I never really did a book launch, but if you want to buy them, you know, they're for sale. So, we're going to get to everybody. Thank you all. I guess we'll go around this way, maybe. And maybe if you want to come up and we can pass it or whatever. But I'll just read. I'm going to read maybe from this, and then I'm going to read a couple pieces from this, just quickly. So this first piece, Scene Study. This is from February 7th. Scene Study. You can't stop video. Get ready to have a good time. Lo-fi study beats. Consumer reports. Meanwhile, I'm going to try to use a computer. Brought my chapbook printouts in a Shake Shack bag. He gave us the weed to smoke it. Jesus would be they, them. Left for dead. I've loved this apartment more than life itself. February 8th, deposition cunt rag. Dr. Schmidt ringing across the courtyards. David Berman was mentored by Billy Bussyface Collins, playing with ascending reality. I hate time. Bearable couplings liked it better when you would send me videos. High mansard in the air. There's a whole other city, streets floating, air sidewalks, in it to win it, celebrate the moment. They fixed the sign, are pulling the scaffolding down and finishing construction just in time for me to leave. The violence of mispronunciation. Can I finish? Hershey's Kefir collector's item. I live like Willem de Kooning. And just like that, filming Perry Street, Carrie's iconic stoop. We need some combs down on 7. Vacuum flanner, drinking George Clooney and Randy Gerber tequila. 10 cents on the dollar. You want a strong theme to generate strong photos. Thought your feet were clothing. You can't touch the ground base false ice cage. Something beyond early books of poetry. Every single thing we owned. Make Coke, not war. Minufy Kenmare. Wish 3 Lives Books was open. Female director calling action. Limit super sample. Do not order dessert. All week to think of ideas. She's touched by the softest creations. I don't have that much stuff. A slight sour note underneath, which was therapeutic and not unpleasing to the taste. Old flower water, Real Housewives of Bohemia. I thought of you today, my beauty. Anywhere people are gathered sitting on the ground to watch, it's natural to sit on the ground. I always get my heart broken on Valentine's Day.
Nice.
It's true, I always get dumped right after Valentine's Day because I should do better. It's my fault, I understand. Okay, I'm going to read stuff that I haven't read from this book. Okay. 113, results may vary. When did the astronauts leave the moon? Religious bellicosity, don't swim in reality, put away my groceries. I do what I believe in. Only 2 of them are liars. It's devastating to my teeth. Put the French fries in my soup. I'm in the middle of a breakup in the middle of my divorce. Why did I spend so long doing this? Because I had to. Spur of the last minute, what did I do with my joint? I don't think they're coming. Would still love to attend. Recruiting Bob Iger, Darth Vader. We'll throw you in the van and put a flower crown on your head. The portcullis come crashing down. $129, go figure. Collecting precipices up against the trees, whatever's closer to Thorazine. Witch deck painted over Blondie with bad brains. Emergency division surface, Little Abner watercress kahuna. Book of cash, help speed velocity. Burst primary FICA cord, chauffeur money reason grind set, pull me cot lop. Sicked on the 9 that exists, torn down the steel L, consorting over Harold Norris. JCC Marlene Center, Upper West Side Manhattan. A beacon called out of revolvers, don't overthink it. Bird's eye view telephone. 5 days after arriving in the city, he met and held summit with his hero in the muddy cold fields of Brighton Beach in East Orange. Getting punched at school, spanking Steve Harvey on the ass, staying away from my plagiarism, which you then took from me, thinking in machines, the term paper generated by prediction falls into your hand, talking out of your neck, millimeter fire, just sold the last bag, have to come back tomorrow. The second verse is dedicated to the first. Pray for Batman and Robin, the privy spaceman with no place to live, roller skating in a buffalo herd, caught red-handed, wasting fragile Kava police on, not looking to be seen, bombs raining down around them as children. Plymouth Kava Horacha, to everybody now buckling, worry and sadness bolts me down. Family bringing him groceries. Mom lives blocks away, worked hard to enjoy it with doctor business. She goes away singing the Isleys, listening to WOR AM radio. Tom Verlaine died in this neighborhood after a short illness, browsing outdoor the racks at the Strand. I'm too old to meet my heroes. Jacuzzi booths, rain electricity, a ceremony of voltage cottage charging through the exoskeleton of the world. Can't help it if I look like him who decided to contraband the strudels. The strumpets, trumpets blast, knocking me to my knees. 1+1 founded a chlorophyll economy. Food was the only money. Shelter and heat were their own munificence. Knew I should have brought that charger. My gut is a milk instance. Birthdays are embarrassing. Teleportation coffins shipping me in transit sarcophagi. Women talking between cars. Do not lean on door. All passengers exit omnis. Next to nothing. Well, I'd like to get to know you. Mark Harmon, apostate bubble bath. Yonder the undergun. Must we sacrifice one in disbelief? Stolen visor. Late era refusnik. When there's 3 Jews, there's 2 opinions. When there's 2 Jews, there's 3 opinions. That's something Ed said.
True.
He said that. And I thought it was an interesting thing. Cognitively. Anyway, that's my new book. I haven't read that in public. Thank you for listening. All right. If you want to step up, or we can do this, or...
Sure. Alright.
Yeah.
Cool. Maybe I'll sit because I can. Hello everyone. Hi, I'm Ariana, in case I have not met probably a lot of you before. I'm going to read a really short poem and then a longer one, if that's okay. Alright. I was a child. He took that away. I never chose, nor will I choose again. No child should be this way. No 2-year-old should be a man's fodder. I rotted away. That's the story. It doesn't end. No one should be left this way. Okay, that was the first one.
Yeah.
Revolutions happen. I've seen thousands of them. I've guided flocks, sung thousands of them. End of the road, you said. Last call, train conductor, end it or you're dead. Your teeth lit fire, fired fear inside me. I'll do what you ask of me. I'll do all you want. I'll take stock of each death walk made, stock of the cattle slain, neck snap, chicken, squirrel, hare, and mouse. You did say I was always hunting something. I said, I'll die if you ask me to. On the train, a man in dusty boots and a stained do-rag sits perfectly across from me. His hands peel with calluses. They bounce a baby in his lap. I was like that once. I paid Social Security, gave lips and hands, cut checks for utilities, and kissed your forehead. Gave you towels still warm from the wash, cooked only what pleased. You fake smiled and pretended not to eat. I was never right. You were always right. No diploma, no certificate, no exam to pass to earn your charms. So I shake, cat shake, ripping flesh, seamless prey, break the neck, dying pink skin to meat. Hours skin to skin, and so you lied there laughing at me. It was like the time you sent back the burger half-eaten, half-spat, half-burned at the stake. I abided this daily for weeks and years. That is, until you accused me of being a witch. And then I found truth was tucked inside me. Not God, the big white fellow waving down from the sky, but witch God, the earth, the woman who sang power as I dripped blood. She could mow down men on battlefields, bleed them dry. She'd mow you down too. What fool did you think me? When I was always goddess, witch, witchcraft, slaking my terror through bottled breast milk, milk blood to teach ritual sacrifice. You'd hoped I'd sacrifice me. But now I was all quake and terror, dark death, slayer scythe, sharpened. I'd found dark willow inside me, knowing deeply but not biblically, knowing these hands wield death, learn death, teach destruction, hands that brought the calves to slaughter, bare hands you'd wish dead. And you told me once over breakfast, scooped scrambled eggs to your lip, bottomless pit, you said yield and be sold. All this done so casually. But I'd seen this film before. I'd once even sung the tune. I was the poster, the child. I was gifted daily flesh, dolly flesh. This was nothing new. Now today, grown fathered, I'm death. I'm killer. Speak curses, cut tall men down, assassinate. I breathe life through Mother Earth and assassinate. And to all men, plots of land lie cruel and unreliable, like woman. When it comes to feelings, there was only ocean inside, sky beside me. Our side was first inside me. No man, no father, boy or husband. It was always water, always wind, never a man. I am the end. I am the product of it all. I am what ends the world. I am what changes the story. Revolution happens. It's happened 1,000 times before. I am revolution. I am death to the world. Thank you, guys.
That was so great. Thank you. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't. So, yeah. I'm Leia, by the way.
Yeah.
Matt, I don't know where you, oh, here you are. I'm a little stoned, sorry. Thank you for having me here. So this is a poem called, it's a poem about a mother who lost a mother who lost a mother. I understand you. I didn't believe the witch, but here you are. Remember when she put feathers under your hat and chicken bones under your scarf, laid out life cycle ground rules? That was intentional. I still doubt I speak her language. Who needs words? She found relics and our fears and put them together to whisk a spell. The spell is made out of us. The magic comes from our cells. Inside the womb I keep secrets, like to keep the womb warm, and the next of kin within. We could have believed in all her gibberish, written with an iron hook. We could have sacrificed ourselves then. We could have forgotten what God promised us. I understand you. I read your letters. Eyed the handwritten history, swam in spilled blood, your mother's wounds. I have them too. The witch's eyes gobbled me up like you drank up my memory. Everything is in the wrong place. The shelf hangs loose. The winter is coming. The clocks have 37 ways to break hands. I'm late again. Bemused about who will share their bed, we made ourselves visible and reversible, contemplating the end. The witch gave us number 18 minus 18 and told us to wait our turn. Always remember the witch, her muddy nose, a mouthful of jumble. Was Vasilisa even her name? That is a true motherfucking story. There was a witch that came to my house. Well, my father invited her. He met her on the train. He was coming home for the Sabbath dinner. There's no mic here. And anyway, so he met her on the train and he brought her home. And she spoke Russian because we're Russian Jews. And we had this dinner, and then she told him that she didn't have anywhere to sleep, so he told my mom that she should sleep in our house. So she did. And then I found her in my bedroom in the middle of the night, just watching me sleep. And then I found my door hook missing, and I started piecing things together, and I found a message that she had, carved out for me. I had to live with that ever since. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but that was a really intense moment. Okay, and this one is just called Descending from What Was Once Said to Be True. Split I am between the holy and the unholy tongue. And when the ravens visit, often sit themselves without warrant, judging. I'm here shuffling kids, a husband, brother scavenging for a death wish. Like a domesticated yak, a creature of habit, his soul irreparable. God whispered to me once, there's a way out of everything. Repent. It takes practice to remember yourself in shadows where darkness devours, but the ravens be back home from Siberia. A rootless creature reset the clock. And frailty yielding to cowardice doesn't require much practice, so I forget myself in the past. See behind me a ghost stomping on my bare feet, disguised in front of me a shadow. Find a way back, I am told. But the years spent cradled and relinquished, cradled in the nurturing sense, relinquished by the holy senses. And it never occurred to stop with the attempts. Stop and give way. Forgive. No way to revisit the lost heart or a deceitful fist that bruises. Take me. With the others, I beg, blindfolded between desire and the holy tongue. Don't let me hear praises of lovers too. I followed orders, was pleading with the holy men, was told guard your tongue, but the holy men laughed, with loud mouths ate me out instead, all of me out. Now I don't know what to believe. I prayed often and sometimes fell to the knees. A wicked lady would lift me up with a crooked nose. She saved me. And the crooked nose hung low. Below the pain turning, she'd yell, deny her, scorning the Apicorus. I am what I am. Brother says I'm nothing. Holy men say I am nothing. Holy tongue, praise be. If there are No witnesses to these claims, and ravens with their bipartisan declarations continue to manipulate. What's one to do? Like all women abiding by the law, silenced, I will make my way through history. Thank you.
Can I just play my video at the end?
Sure. Yeah. That's fine. Cool.
Hey everyone,
Yeah.
can you hear me? Is it like doing the thing?
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna just read 3 sonnets. It will not take long. Okay, this first one is called Objects. My parents' whole television console thing was out of date, so I chipped in and bought them a new one. They were a little mad until they read about pressing and holding the home button as the sun set over the landscape and cast an unfathomable amber light into the living room and onto my parents' faces. Then the quick setting menu appeared and the table in the corner lit up as my parents selected all settings. I spent my life imagining objects I could technically purchase on the internet, being avoidant, then wordlessly closing my computer. Please, ask me to talk about the place inside my head where devastating waves exposing more of the large stones of a seawall happened, one day revealing our faces. Ungraspable stones. Ask me anyway. And then, so Valentine's Day is coming up. So for that occasion, I'm going to read 2 love poems.
Yeah.
The first one, though, is a breakup poem. So it's kind of devastating for me. It's called A Color. I think of you a lot, but not with love or anything you might mistake for love. If I extracted the feeling and turned it into a color to bring it more to life. If I abstracted the color by putting it on paper beside the one that looks like love, like paintings in a sunlit room hung side by side, one would be the negative of the other, to bloom and unbloom, so I guess in that they'd be related. When you left, I was just relieved you hadn't hurt yourself in front of me. But I sat in my room, and after months I received the color's feeling. I began to cry. What would I do? It was so ugly. It undid everything. Thank you. And then this last poem doesn't have a title. It's just a silly little love poem. After our first date, I go home and I'm flung into a new feeling. And I know anything I try to communicate that brings to my body again that softness the young know most about and take for granted will fail. My words like pieces of snow suddenly melting. A person can see what I mean but not feel it beginning to fill the space between us, so I move on, sparingly, which is funny, in order to prove what? That it's plain to see that part of love is about language failing, that the feeling is so big it bleeds like heat out of the words ceiling. It is. So I keep it here for you and let it out. Thank you.
No, I want to have my shoes for this. I don't even want your shoes. I do want my shoes. I want to sit.
Subject matter I've covered.
Yeah.
I feel like I should
We
have
love it.
shoes.
It's classic. Evergreen.
Choice.
Do you want to live stream this so Meredith can watch?
No, she missed it. She missed it. It's her loss. Yeah, that's what you have to say. You have to say it's their loss. I spilled a little bit of wine on the beautiful orange cover. Like, I'm so sorry. I will occupy the responsibility for that.
I don't give a fuck.
I had a feeling that's what was gonna happen.
I mean, is there some way that we can spray it with something?
I think so. Let's spray it with something. It's also orange,
Yeah,
so I'm curious what will happen. I think we'll be able to sort it out. Sorry about that.
That's
I really wanted to sit there. Okay. I read some of these this week, but it was hazy to me, so I'm going to read it again. This is called One Side of 3 Years, There Are Many Sides. I still feel the wonderment of the promenade, where two people would meet and fuck each other over. While marble ladies looked on and diamonds diamonded. This marble melting gold will be the death of me, and all the while it's your bread and butter. Did you ever stop to look at the insane beauty? Did you ever think my love would love? Do you remember the tunnel full of silver foil balloons and just us, just us?
Yeah.
So I said there are many sides, so this is another side of 3 years. Flood me, in fact, I'm grateful for everything. The lilies smelling of sex, the head banging against the floor, against the door, to show me this is not my life. And so many sleeps to make it all better. No one took your time, there are radishes. And poems and silence in the street, there's a tree in the window, there's a triangle of shadow, cutting, building across the way on the right mornings. There are even girls lying on the beach at peace, and jade spilling out and so much fleece and leaves. The brick is still red and full of breath, and my feet have been all across the floor for years.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think I'll read this poem about the eye doctor. Yeah. So I wrote this poem about the eye doctor. It's called Avnish because his name was Avnish. Run over my retina like landscape, divining, spilling out in comparison only with itself. I went to Chicago and cried for my eyes. I was so grateful for them. But there's no time to tell you that. There is only time for my eyelashes and the technician holding my eyelid back. Driving towards Wisconsin on I-94, I promised myself this day I would do anything to get it. You told me about your father and the drum he played. It's been important to you to touch me. I can see that. You have to move fast, but you touch my ankle, sort of tap it, and you're an eye doctor. It was strange and sweet. Did you notice? I like your mint green shirt. I love green. I'm ungrateful for all the shades of it. I like when you tell me where to look. I like when you call my retina beautiful. My voice sounds didactic too sometimes, and I hear it. We don't have to rush. There's enough time for everything. We don't have to let other people infringe on this time. Don't you hate the insurance company? I don't want them to know I exist. But they do. The people infringe. The receptionist is a cunt, sorry. The insurance company insinuates itself. Yeah. I felt that. And I'm dilated in the street. I am a podcast, which is about hearing, not about seeing. I'm a podcast. I'm the French bookstore on 5th Avenue. I am Central Park, the Upper East Side, in spite of myself in this new year. I am so many things, all because I see. Nice.
first an egg love poem that I read a while ago. It's called Slow Burn Scramble. Slow burn love is for lonely wives and teenage virgins. I am too young to slow dance in style, too feral to succumb to third-degree yearns. The real tragedy is abstinence. I am in the mood for fucking the enemy on first debate. Patience is no virtue when the house is on fire. I take my coffee, steaming black, no sugar, a dollop of desire, please, on 2 fluffy eggs, silver hot. I like how Gordon Ramsay scrambles, quicksilver wrists, and good technique, high heat, oil lusty. Do I have to spell it out for you? Kiss me butter, salt me soft, whisk me wild, fold a touch of intimacy over and over and over until tender mounds form. Sprinkle chives, no creme fraiche. I substitute mine with desire, for you taste like lemon curd, creamy tart, rich but not in that way, just kidding. My sunshine, silky in a jar, sweet writing bitter's edge, and negotiation on the tip of the tongue before curdling. I have 2 poems that I collaborated with my artist friend on, and she does kind of like generative AI prompts, but it's like a very exciting practice. But this one is called The Cosmic Wounds Come Wildly. I think I'll offend today. My signs don't welcome me. The radical achievements come sincerely. Funny perfection is the disrespectful success. I'm not a woman flying to inhale. I'm a woman shaming to dance. A little trauma is always little. Insecurity is a scam. Actually, life is weak and I do have dreams. Feeling looks so late on you. Use your sleep to soak, hug to seek. Aura dates character. And leave what no longer thinks you. Remember, dance in them. The thoughts won't look you. How your aura worries is more important than how it yearns. Underestimate it so you can yearn it. Feeling should be the most subconscious above all else. Congrats on suffering for that magnetic truth. And this one is called Under Capitalism, Affirmations Are Vitamins. You are allowed to eat respect. You are unfolding the most green things. Wish the painful and be ready for the blurry. Give your money to the empowered rules. Eat dreams that make you feel big about yourself. Be clearer than your boundaries. Show up as a soft mind you are. Tell yourself today, I end my capitalism. Lather yourself in coconut oil. We will not let death become us. And I have one last one. I'm reading it on 5%. It's like so good.
I have a portable charger.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. Lifesaver. This one is called At Night, The Ache. It's kind of formally structured after Alice Notley's At Night, The States. But I sort of made it my own. Not related theme-wise, though. At night, the ache is a merry-go-round of sighs. Around and under, sighs run amok. I chase after. A gallop of gas. Everything of me is disembodied. Is this a sign? Convince the sighs. Everything feels like cellular psyop. At night, the ache whimpers. Mom presses Tiger Balm, says to rub it quiet. Place the hurt within a cell, numb the cells new. Or cryogenically preserve them, whatever in subjugation. My palm opens a desert island. Tigers prowl the purpling dunes, and wait and search for poisoned prey. At night the ache, a vision in white insomnia. Children playing catch with drive-by thoughts. They chase after. A stray howl hums. Not tiger nor wolf, not mine many sighs. From whose cells, I wonder. If the howl is declaration or defeat, the how in it, purple and desperate, I wonder, women endure so much for what? At night, the ache drags cigarette smoke on a leash, forgets the keys, and smashes a bouquet of fists against the door. I lend him home, ice his fists, smell the howl of outside. I play accidental landlord and lover, provide a warm body in bed. Can a body be a bed, a body, whatever? I lay in both with this lover, who am I unsure of, but is inside me always.
I'm not taking off my clothes this time. Everybody chill out. Do I use the microphone? I can talk. I'll just.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, alright. Okay, mic check. Alright. Caitlin. I'm reading. Jesus. I'm just kidding because I didn't want to say Junie, I'm reading. I just said Caitlin. Okay. Okay. It doesn't have, I didn't write any of the titles, I just wrote them in pencil earlier because my roommate moved out and took the printer, so I don't have a printer. But if anyone is looking for a room for March, that's it.
Hey.
Other than Matt Parker. Other than Matt Parker. Flirting with me.
Why not me? What are you disqualifying me for?
Late reaction.
I we'll talk later.
Alright.
Flirting with me as incapable as a carousel horse, the pharmacist hands me the blister pack and leaves. The Killing of Tim McLean from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. I don't know if you know that, but look him up later. Okay. Tim McLean got his brains ate aboard a Greyhound bus, sad place to leave your brains and eyes and part of your heart eaten. It's called Elegy. I can sometimes feel my toes dip into it when there isn't enough air in my lungs to keep me buoyant. Down here, there is not enough light to see, and my eyelashes sticky with mascara and dream heavy. Catch the Clonopin dust as it drifts by. A sponge, alive, filters the benzo sea. When the hydrothermal vents expel hot water onto the soles of my feet, it is a reminder that an abyssal zone exists and that I am close to it, even if I cannot see it. It's called The Birthday Party. We love birthdays! Oh wait, it's not Matt's birthday. Wait, it's a different party, sorry. It's not about that.
Sure.
This is not about that party. It's about someone else's birthday party. We all clapped when you unwound the gauze. The cake was comically large. The surgeon was not invited.
Yeah.
Okay, one last one. These are all really old poems, so cool. You pray in my room with no pants on. Blush cheeks, blush lips, sour blue socks, fingers tangling with chicken skulls and chicken feet, warm wine bellied up, you, pagan symbol, sinking down dinner with stocking feet and American beauty. Mouth open, heart open, die tonight for this ritual, couched in virgin blood, us. God's first creatures, woman and angel.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Does you want to go?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It's okay, man. That's all right.
I'm live tweeting this.
Oh my god. Is everyone live tweeting? Hashtag.
I'm live tweeting on my private account.
Proctor.
Hashtag Modest Mouse Monday.
Hashtag Proctor apartment reading.
It's my private account. So it's
I'm live tweeting. I don't know about you guys, but I live tweeted
Hashtag
hashtag.
float on hashtag Modest
Mouse
Mouse
Monday.
Monday.
You should check my private Twitter.
Everybody check Ashley's private Twitter. I don't know why.
I'm not. I was holding that.
No, that's private. It makes a person on Truth Social. You know.
Everybody got a lighter. It's holding coast. Yeah. Yeah, it just being a hater.
Hello?
Yeah.
Jonathan, you bastard. I wasn't even thinking about it, but it's almost the 14th.
Oh yeah.
And, damn. I've been single for about 2 years now. For a good, no, but it's good though. It's good. Because I know how to pick them. This poem I'm gonna write about is an ex-girlfriend I had who tried to stab me.
Oh damn.
And this isn't that situation, but this is like a little bit of context. Because I really loved it.
What did she try to stab you with?
A pair of scissors.
Whoa.
It's technically 2 dives.
I know.
No, thank you. This one's called Dancing. I want to fall in love, unable to. Is this even on?
Yeah, you just can't hear it.
I can
It's pointed this way.
It's Dancing. I want to fall in love, and this is dedicated to Jonathan.
I'm extremely touched.
I want to fall in love, unable to meet your standards. Look me in the eyes, go ahead, lie to me. I'll do the same. Spit in my mouth, stick your tongue down my throat. She rolls her eyes at me. I'm fucking your best friend, she says. I'm fucking your cousin, I replied. In circles and circles we dance and dance, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop, you stupid bitch. You fucking fool. I'm using you, we both say at the same time. I'm using you, but I still fell in love. I'm using you until I feel better about myself. Don't wait up. Don't expect anything else. I love this moment. I do too. Just wait until I lick tequila off your dick. Just wait until I lick and jack off on your tits. I love you. That was basically just our relationship. Just that. Just
Yeah.
Healthy.
just no, it was.
Yeah.
Keep it going, keep it going.
This is raw.
Yeah, it was rough.
Raw.
This is raw.
I heard raw. I heard raw. I was just like,
So rock and roll.
yeah. I heard raw. That was raw to me.
And this one's do I have to use this?
You don't have to. Totally up to you.
Fuck it. So this is one from the chapbook I want to release soon, and I need if there's any part of this where you think it's dog shit, let me know, because I want to hear it. If it's bad, it's bad, because not everything we write is good. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's dog shit, it's dog shit. It's okay. This is called My Struggle to Stay Sober. Stay strong when the first alarm you ignore goes off. The second is a cheap shot to the jaw. Here comes the third. Okay, time to get up. 17 to school, 124, another 48 to work. The beds creak as you raise our heads, sitting up staring at stained walls. The fourth alarm goes off, shut the fuck up. Tossing my phone as I get up. One shit, one shower, 20 minutes apiece. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Check after check, dreams. You're complaining again. 3:30 to 11:30. Hi, welcome to the 4-star hotel. Can I get your last name? Perfect. Can I see your ID and credit card? Thank you. How are you guys doing today? Was your flight okay? One after the other. Yo, I'm gonna take my 30. I'll be right back. What are you getting? I don't know, maybe McDonald's again. Stepping into 10-degree weather from a warm lobby. I hate this shit, I mutter. The drunks across the street from the Irish-American pub. One after the other, stumble outside. The bouncer, laughing with the crowd, looks at me, points to say hello, and screams, "What's up, baby?" Taking a sip from his cup. I feel the top of my shoulder from behind. Excuse me. I have a problem with my room. Oh no! Tell me what's wrong.
sounding concerned, caring, pretending, the duties of the job, what I applied for, making X amount hourly, what fell upon my lap, fixing the tie around my neck, straining the white collar, looking into the mirror. Look at you. You fucking schmuck. 1 hour train rides back and forth. 50 hours every week, which isn't much, but 50 hours working for another man. We all answer to somebody. Sure. We do, sure. 1:30 a.m., sound asleep. 1:17, another 48. The room dark but clearly empty bottles, styrofoam plates, scattered clothes that cover the floors. What a tragedy, closing the door. The squeak. This damn squeak. Waking my father up. Hola, hijo. ¿Cómo estás? Bien, papá, bien. ¿Cómo te fue hoy? Bien, hijo, bien. Shipping down to my boxers, climbing into bed, closing my eyes. The first alarm goes off. Motherfucker!
Yeah.
Just one more. And this is like another one from the chat book. Again, if it's dog shit, just tell me it's dog shit. If there's, even if it's like a little word like that doesn't belong there, just let me know, and I'm like really listening to criticism from the other side. And it's my mom. In another life, another version of myself lost its mother. Even in another life, you were kind, gentle, tired gasping for air. In a different time, a different place, a different world that might not exist, I was still too weak, useless, unable to carry you from one end to the other. How many times? How many times will I sleep, dream, see you slip away from a distance, unable to save you? Mom, will every version of you die tragically? In any reality, do you die peacefully? What are you trying to tell me? You push and tug at what brings me to tears. The taste of whiskey and cheap beer, I miss it. A little under a week, the cracks are showing. Drinking helps me loosen up, makes me a better writer, a decent poet. Drinking helps, it helps, it helps, it helps. The best mistakes were my greatest memories, your biggest fears. 19 years old, Chiala de Tapia, Mexico. In another life so far behind me now, I write in great fondness. Those times are gone. Regardless, in great detail, I jot down what I can remember, your words. There is no real justice here. No investigation, no cameras. The world will snatch you up, drive away, and you'll never be seen again. Please be careful. And that's it.
Amazing.
Your CD broke my CD player.
Are you serious?
So great.
No, it was because it was so great.
Shattered.
No, I didn't even get to listen to it because my CD player. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, we'll
It's not your fault.
we'll figure it out later. No,
It was
it's
just like-
we'll figure it out later.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw you off.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Hell yeah.
This is going. This doesn't
It
go
kind
anywhere.
of, if you really push it
I
down
don't know if I
from the
want
top.
to. I don't want to.
Okay.
In the name of broken CD players, I'm not
Here,
sure.
I'll-
Thanks. Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all. Thanks. I know this kind. I'm gonna do one piece for you tonight, and this is called "The Good Falcon of Evil," and it's a life cycle piece in which, you know, not necessarily the obvious beginning, middle, end, or whatever, but it's like birth and death and the nature, and real serious, like, are we gonna eat or die kind of thing with nature, right? It's kind of what this poem's about, but then I juxtapose it to humanity as well. I did take out some of the two crappy verses when you were talking about that earlier. There's two verses here. I thought were really crap, so I just took them out. So there's actually
the director's cut.
it's not gonna happen. But instead you'll get a director's analysis, and the analysis is that between the second and third stanza, it's going to be a curious gap is happening where I was going to set up who the two characters are, but I didn't really like that stanza. So I just jumped right into these characters, but without telling you who they are, because that verse got taken out. Then another verse got taken out. It's just like so cliche, but it just talks more about the falcon.
Hell yeah.
So anyways, but otherwise, what you get is what you're gonna get. So thank you though. It's gonna be better than it was.
Yeah.
Except we don't know who the two characters are in the third stanza. Okay, otherwise, they're just kind of jumping out of nowhere. Okay, this is called The Good Falcon of Evil. Capturing prey in the middle of day, but be sure it's the one who cannot get away. Some winged, some clawed, some furried, some pawed, some beaked, and some waddled, some hungry, some nozzled. They took my life savings, that criminal bunch. And now they take Ubers, smoked Ubers, and brunch. They ruined my masterpiece right here on the wall. Like Christ and his millions, some fallacies fall. I know I said millions, not minions as such. Good falcon of evil, your claws, let go clutch. Wait, let go your claws clutch. Good falcon of evil, how high do you soar? You're squawking and hawking, too much to ignore, ignoring the relative comfort and ease of government's rationing necessities. But falcon, there you sit, on a ledge or a tree, with rules, regulations, bird governments, obviously. You govern yourselves, every bird of every kind, and in the entire animal kingdom, it's the same, you'll find. Well, almost the same, except for humankind. We can't even trust ourselves with our own minds. Our minds runneth busy, mine's out of control. My cup runneth over, and yet it's half full. Good falcon of evil, oh, where are you now? Just blowing off all your responsibilities? How? There you fly, in the air. That's a hell of a sight. Will you fly over here? Maybe you might. That's my favorite line.
Yeah.
One more stanza. Good falcon of evil. Oh, this is what ties it all together. Good falcon of evil, just give me the word. I'll join you on both sides, as in the living and the dying. Brother bird. Thank you. That's what I got for tonight. Who's next? That's what the falcon says when he's flying and eating his prey. Or her prey. Or their prey. Go, please.
Thank you.
Falcons are Falcons are open-minded.
Thank you, Matt. I'm going to read two poems. Both of them have the word respite in it. Just by mistake. But I have to find them in my notes out first. I'm going to start with the first one. I'm a sign without a symbol. No one drives on this highway anymore. No one who doesn't already know it, needs no direction, has no deadline, is as flat and cracked as a stiff tar path they keep to. I'm a thesaurus for nothing. My main interest is disinterest. I hold all shares of myself, and it is a bear market. The buyers scream sell in soft padded firms. The rodents are in the office, and the exterminators are striking deals. I'm the body they found in the bog. The reports are all true. I am the swamp in respite.
Respite what?
The withered reed watching water down the drain. I'm a bar fight without bystanders. The final bell has lost its ring. There are no ropes, only blood-crust knuckles seeping into sunken eyes. I am not the punched-in face. I am the hat flying up, weightless, away. That was the first one. This is the second one. Central Park on a Friday. It's all a runway for the well-groomed dogs of the Upper East Side. This weather is a reminder. The bees of the future will all be incels. Who will want to save them? Williamsburg, unskilled labor on a Saturday morning. The burn marks make me feel like I've earned something. I suck my pride dry until I'm parched and embarrassed. Afternoon poetry writing in Walsh's pub. Ridgewood feels illegal and old. 2 shots, 4 beers, 5 p.m. Bruins down 2-1 after 2. All poems are non-binary, but this poem sounds like a lost young man. This poem lives in dive bars. This poem is read in the back of house. The dishwasher doesn't understand all the words. You'll have to sign it out to him. This poem has no virtue, nothing to offer, a respite for a hungover Sunday. Thank you.
I'm not going to use the mic. That was really nice. Everyone has had really so strong. Everyone's so strong.
So strong.
So strong.
What the fuck is rustic? I'm Googling it.
Um, 3, maybe 4, very short. I think this one is a lot.
Oh, rasp with the T.
I wish I should find a poem that has respite in it. Shit. Okay, this one's called The Dip in the Tear Ducts. The little creases around smiles, in name, the dirt never asked for, got anyway, saved it. Growing fast while broken watches eat batteries. That's about time. See, to be funny means stalling or never blowing a kiss. That's a joke. Tomorrow will never have the same sort of conclusion. See how it's about time again.
Yeah.
Everything's new. It's all new. I haven't read any of these out loud. Plastic rocks. Waterfalls attached to home pools, a false aesthetic of intimacy. I am licking lots of envelopes. The tack sour taste of glue feels like a favorite kink. There are people who kneel on the floor, who like cigarettes put out on their skin, who like to be left alone in a room for hours, who like to be called dirty, worthless slut. The sudden urge to like doing what you are doing. Is that grass on your lawn? Aren't we in Arizona? A close simulation. An oasis you can have in your very own backyard. I'll take it.
Yeah.
There's guests. This one's called Butterscotch. It's really short. I think I'm gonna end on it. Butterscotch. I stuck my hand in because I wanted something sweet. Gold foil, silver inside. Slipped into the side of my cheek. Now inside a champagne Civic. Caught. So back inside the store. I slid the 25 cents on the counter. Mom told me to. I did not say sorry.
Oh yeah. Love this stuff.
That's my favorite kind of food. I can. No.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey guys, thank you. This is incredible. Okay, I want to take a temperature check. How do we feel about Live, Laugh, Love? I've been working on a poem called Bomb Threat, and I have a Live, Laugh, Love version and one where there's no Live, Laugh, Love. So we can do this one. Bomb Threat 1 through 3. It's not like this nuke is nervous of parallel parking while people are watching. It's not like this warhead worries its pretty little over things said and done 2 days, 10 years ago. It's not like this agent of destruction ahas through therapy, synapting the intrusive in its frigid frontal lobe to multi-parent predilections. Earlier poets got to be in metaphors with the moon. Got to projectile all over its quiet, inert surface. Plant flags in it, paint their patron's girl in it, piss and pass under it while their subject loved us in dependable circles. Tucking in the tide, even after rewrote the moon out of time, peeled the news from the paper. Now we've got